guys and gals, what's up? It's Big E here, and we're on Helly the Warlock once again. There's a little greeting for you.
Hey.
Hey. This episode, we're going to head over here. See if we can finish up getting some jungle stalker feathers. And then we're going to be getting some shrunken... No, not shrunken heads. What are we getting? Tusks. Skull splitter tusks, to be precise. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me. Happy Thursday to you. I do believe it's No, it's Wednesday. Oh, geez. Get your shit together, Eric. Back-to-back episode here. Is the webcam looking okay? I need to really check this before I start recording, man. That's good enough. That's as good as it gets right there. All right. I command it, son. Jesus. Jeez, oh, Petey. Last episode, I told the story of my trip to Lake Roberts turned out. I'm not going to go through all that again. It's still fresh in my mind because it was just yesterday for me. Does suck without the car, being without it. We need some. We have two. I got plenty of bag space. Let's get some more soul shards. Why not? Why not? Hey, I need your soul. Believe in such. What the hell happened there? That's weird. His new rank of taunt, I don't know. It seems to be about the same. You know, we also upgraded our abilities, so I think they just offset each other. We're still usually pulling here. Unless it's a green mob, but even then, we're usually pulling. I guess it's balanced fairly well. I mean, imagine if the Voidwalker was so OP that I couldn't pull off of it, right? With these dots, it's a little bit insane. So... I'm okay with it. Makes it more exciting, more interesting, even though I'll complain about it. That's just a thing I do.
Well done.
Oh, there we go, man. All right. Let's move on to the low drop rate tusks. We have Bagthera. It's a 40 elite. We're going to wait. I don't think we could handle it right now. The elite needs to be green. It depends, I guess. It should be green, though. Yeah, it should be green, because everything's more effective. We don't get resisted. We don't miss as much. Whatever. His taunts are effective, and I can manage it a little better. You know, if I'm fighting something my level that's an elite, I'm just going to pull off of it. I'm going to pull off of him, and then I'm going to have an elite mob attacking me, and that's not going to go well. So we'll wait till he's green. Same thing with Tethys. And we'll probably get into a group for Bangladesh. I don't know. We could try it. It depends how green I let Bagthera get, but we could try it. I've got two separate fears, but I do think they share a CD. I've got Howl of Terror, which we'd have to use for the ads. We got a good chance on a Warlock because my dots. I can kite around and shit while my dots are continuing to tick. Hunter's got a good chance too. Mage has Cone of Cold for the ads, right? Some classes are very well suited for elite challenges that you would normally need a group for. That's why I like those classes. It's one of the reasons I love Hunter so much. Okay, my goal here is not complain about how bad this drop rate is. Let's see if I can do it. I know I just said something, but I'm just pointing it out. I guarantee you, the whole time we're doing this quest, not one time am I going to say I'm going to complain about the drop rate. You watch. Oh. It's got Healing Wave. Doesn't really matter too much. Not with these dots. I could put Curse of Tongues up. We might do that. Do 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 do. Maybe I ought to pick these off one at a time here. If we've got a chest in there for me. That's got some mail. Did I repo? Oh, I know what happened. So, like I said, I'm doing back-to-back episodes, but yesterday's episode, which I just finished doing today, if that makes any sense, I posted some things before I started recording. So, I think they're some of that sold. As a matter of fact, I'm sure it has. I reposted a few things that didn't sell from a few days before. Get off me, freak. You're not allowed to attack me. I'm allowed to attack you, but you're not allowed to throw stuff at me. That we're not going to waste. doing that. It's kind of pointless to jump around like that. He's probably not going to be able to get threat back here. Because the way I started with the Shadow Bolt and then dotted him up immediately. There you go. Get wrecked. No chest? No chest? This is a rare area where you have an enclosed area like this, but the mobs are far enough apart where you can pull them one at a time. You generally will pull a camp trying to do something like that. Might pull this guy. Doesn't really matter too much if we do. And I love getting that. Come on over here. No chest. Disappointed. Might be at the other camp. He must feed. You heard him. Yes. Got plenty of drinks on us here. Plenty of drinks. Fuck. My mouse is getting worse and worse here, man. This is a brand new mouse. Brand new! Should be 2 freaks right here. There are 2 freaks right there. I can't believe we're like the only ones out here. This is usually... there's between these troll camps, I was saying this last episode, there's almost always people out. Getting a lot of Shadow Bolt procs. We like it. Got head crack there? Yeah, it reduces stamina. You cracked the wrong person's head, brother. Well, CJ isn't really a person, but... he's got his own personality. His true personality comes out when we haven't summoned him. Yeah, when he's in hell or, I don't know, wherever he hangs out. I don't really believe in such nonsense, but this is a video game, and that's where I think he goes. Video game hell. Hangs out with other demons. Who knows what they're doing? We need to mark these up as we see them, and there are like 5 different patrols, and I talk about this whenever I'm here. What am I doing? I'm not even attacking this mob. Need to bring him back. You can get... those mobs can line up to where you can get 3 or 4 of those patrols on top of each other. It's kind of crazy. So just be careful there. Look how little damage he does, man. He is... like he's almost dead. Because I wasn't attacking. He's out of mana. Yeah, we need to get this guy down quick here. Alright, brother. Sorry about that. Can I bandage him? We can. We can bandage a demon. Fire in the mountain, run, boys, run. Devils in the house of the rising sun. Chickens in the bread bin picking out dough. Something that nobody know. The devil went down to Georgia and he was looking for a soul to steal. What do you mean he went down to Georgia? Was he up in the north? Like hanging out or? Yeah, he was in Missouri. Okay. The band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. I haven't heard that song in ages. I had this friend when I was in elementary school. This was 4th or 5th grade. His name was Greg, and he lived pretty close to me in rural Virginia. In the damn country is what I'll say. I liked the guy. He was... When I think about it now, he seemed like... I mean, he was my age. We're the same age. I don't know how old 4th or 5th grade is. I have no idea. But he talked like he was... I don't know, like he was a 30-year-old. Just, this is how I remember it. I'm sure it's not like that at all. But... So I was the first bus stop because my bus driver lived right around the corner from me, and that's just the way that she drove the bus. So I was picked up first, and he was second on the bus. So he'd always come and sit. He never sat beside me because, I don't know, he would sit like beside across the aisle or in front or whatever, but we'd end up talking. But he would say things like, "You see them Duke boys last night?" Talk about the Dukes of Hazzard. And he would proceed to tell me about what happened in the episode. I don't know why it's funny to me. But he loved that song. Yeah. I tried to connect with that guy years later on Facebook. And I never got a response from him. But his wife actually sent me a message saying, "Hey, Eric, I think she said Greg says hi, but he doesn't really use Facebook." She probably made his account for him or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't use Facebook anymore, so I don't know what's going on. Is this the same? Can we pull these mobs? These actually look a little bit higher level here. Let's see how many comes out of this the ruins here. Just him. Good. I don't know why I'm thinking about all that. I saw a black bear. I didn't mention this in the video on the Ancient Explorer channel. Because it was right before my tire shredded. I thought I was actually going to make it home on that tire. But anyway. Yeah, I saw a black bear. He had just crossed the road in front of me and he ran up the other side like this really steep embankment. And he had gotten to the top and I was going really slow. The noise probably freaked him out from my car. Well, also the car itself, right? You know. But he turned around the top of that ridge and turned around looking at the car. Black bears are fairly... I mean, they can get big, but they're compared to a brown bear, like a grizzly bear, they're tiny. But it was cool. I also saw, I saw an eagle. I saw American bald eagle. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was the typical American-looking eagle, I guess I should say. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a bald eagle. Huge. And I missed the shot, too. I didn't have the camera going. Pulled the camera out and I tried to get it, but it was, by the time I out of range. By the time I got the camera going, he was back across the lake, but pretty incredible to see that. There were all kinds of fish in that lake, man. They were breaking the surface constantly. I'm assuming that's what he was up to. He has a healing wave. We should be able to burn him down before he gets it off, though. Oh, is he going to get it? He got it. That was a weak-ass one, though. Instant Shadow Bolt. Let's let him get 2 taunts and get the mob off of me here. He should get it now. Yeah. Quite a few pages to sell there. Troll sweat. It doesn't make any sense that you get that. I like how they put it. It's like in a bottle. Which implies... It implies that I have bottles on me and I'm collecting the sweat off of the dead troll to keep, is what that implies. Or it implies that they have the bottles of their own sweat on them. Which is equally disturbing. Another one. Hell yes, man. All day, brother. No oh, there's a chest here. Good. We're going to grab that. This might be... Oh, these are 40. This would be a little bit tough here. Is that a patrol coming there? I just saw a mob go this way, but I don't know if it was a patrol. They do come in from this side. Let's see if they show up here. We don't want that. No, it's just one. All right, you got to go, sir. Here they come. So this is the third pack we've seen. There's only 3 of them. Usually there's 4 or 5, right? There's the elite ogres back here. We could probably do that on this character once they turn green. What are you doing? He said know what to do. We'll deal with him first. Those mobs stand there for a minute. But we will try to get that chest. Because I like getting chests. Mm-hmm. $40 and $41 somewhere in there. And 42, so I want to be probably 45 before we mess with them. I could probably pull this guy without pulling his friend there. He did. We'll pull this guy. Is he part of this pack here? I don't think so. Coming through this way. I think they just head right back up the path right there. Damn sure not going to life tap too low in case this thing comes for me. I like how they enrage, but they'll still run away. It's like, you know what? My temper got the best of me. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. Where's that chest? I think it's right there. Right there. I think he's too close. I think I'm going to pull it. Let's try... we're going to LOS this thing. I don't... they can probably cast through the wall. Let's get max range, and then we'll just pull them out a bit. That works perfectly. I think that's still for me. Nope. That's for me. You chose wrong, sir. How did he get that off? Ain't no way he got that. Let's see what we have in here. Oh no. Just got it. Ooh. Huntsman's Cape of the Owl, 5 int, 5 spirit? Might be an upgrade, but I don't think so. Check. It is an upgrade. Look at that. Wait, is it? No, I would say that's not an upgrade. Well, the spirit, I don't know. It depends on how you're playing the character, right? I think I don't know, does 50 health matter? Actually, it probably is an upgrade, isn't it? Spirit helps a little bit. We'll take it. Yeah, just I'll drop 50 health for it. If I'm within 50 health of living, I'm not playing the character correctly, or I'm being careless, or both. If you've got enough spirit stacked, I'm sure it's very helpful, but I just never do that on casters. Yeah, it's because you don't know what you're doing, Eric. Well, I think that goes without saying. I think that really matters in, you know, for people, I don't want to say min-maxing, but people who are in raids and where every little bit of mana might help, you know, casters especially, or healers especially. That's really the only class I can see that would make such a massive difference. But then again, I don't do raiding and heroics and shit like that, so I really don't know. How we doing on time over here? Half an hour in. We only need 3 more. This is not too bad. Flask of Mojo, huh? It's probably just troll sweat. It's actually a white item, though. I wonder what the hell that's used for. Is that... I've done alchemy before in Classic. I don't remember having to have Mojo. What else would that be for? Tailoring, maybe? Fuck if I know. I can't even think of what profession would use that. Well, it could be alchemy. It might be one of those. That would make the most sense to me, but I don't remember seeing it. But when I had alchemy and herb on whatever hardcore character it was, I was only making the things that I needed. I wasn't making, like, you know, wasn't even picking up recipes that were not beneficial to me.
Well done.
Wow, we actually fucking finished. All right. Well, we've got time left. Let's do this and start this annoying ass shit. The singing blue crystal shards here. It actually won't be that annoying on the ranged class here. There is a dwarf here. Do we want to try Bacthera? He hits really hard. Let's try him. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to bail. I just want to get a feel for it. The way that I'm going to play this is basically just a few dots and heal the Voidwalker. If I pull, I'm going to have to fear. Once I pull threat, I think it's going to be difficult for him to get it back. And that's what I'm worried about. We'll have to bail. But also just by healing the Voidwalker, that's going to put my threat up as well. Ready to run into that ogre camp yet? Yeah, it's like he does. If I'm on the mount, it's like he doesn't exist. When I got attacked right there on the mount, he's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, we're going to have to pretty much slow burn him here. He's not actually over here. He's on the other side of the stump, I guess. It's the other place he can be. I don't even know if I'm going to put Emulate up on Bacthera. I don't think there's any chance, though, that I'm not pulling. If we're pull threat so easily off these mobs. So. Bacthera is not a stealthy mob, but I think the area he can be in like 3 different places. There can be stealthy mobs, so we gotta get rid of that. Get rid of those. That's the last thing I need, jumping around. We're trying to kite and then run into another mob. There's a human mage here. There she is. Call that 5,000 health. Let's see if he takes it on. What level is he? Level 40. I don't think he's interested. He may have tried already. I don't know. We're going to pull him here. But I can't get initial threat. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to send him in. Then we're going to pull him back. Right there. Now I got to let him get a handful of taunts here. I got to be close enough to heal. I'm going to put dot. He resisted. He could resist a fear too. There's a good chance I could just die in here, but I'm going to try it this way. He's half dead here. He's got enough taunts on him to where maybe he can hold through this. I am going to bandage. He's out of mana. Yeah, we can't do it. Not yet. It's kind of close. I mean, I probably could have gone a little harder there. I don't know. This might actually be doable, but as soon as I start going hard, we're going to pull. It might be doable here. What I'm worried about is if he comes for me, I'm going to have to fear it. And if he resists the fear, there's a good chance I'm dead. Let's try it one more time. I kind of pussed out there. Chickened out. Because he was half health. He didn't have much mana. How much does it cost to taunt? It's 90 mana. I need to be close enough to heal, but not closer than that. I'm going to do one more round of healing here, and then I'm going to start. I'm trying to let him build up as much threat as we can here. All right, he's still got pretty good health. So what I'm going to do here is dot, and I'm going to bandage. Actually, that might help. I'm going to heal again. We're full health. Make sure the dots stay up here. I'm going to go ahead and emulate. Refresh that and heal. I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit. He's coming. We actually got him. We got him. Come on back over here. Did it? Yeah, I think that's the key. He had so many taunts up on the target.
Well done. That
I was able to... I mean, I think that's the way to play it. And that's the way I usually play stuff like that on a Hunter too. I do the same type of thing. I don't really go in until he's got... I feel like he's got a bunch of taunts on the target. Well, if we can do him, we can do Tethys. Although I think Tethys is 43. Yeah, he is 43. So we're going to have to wait on that. We've got to be at least his level. Well, let's go turn that in. Yeah, we'll come up here and then we'll come back down to Gromgal. Will be the play. Yeah, the biggest thing I was worried about is him resisting my fear, and then I would have had an elite mob attacking me. And I've got like 700-800 less health than the Voidwalker, so I wouldn't be able to hang in there too long. I think these share a CD, Fear and Howl of Terror. Let me test it. It's something I need to know. They actually don't share a CD. It doesn't put this on CD. So that is really good to know. Did I already know that? Maybe. I might have already known that. So we'll probably try Tethys at 43. And that just leaves the king. Probably just buy the pages off the auction house for this quest. It's not a bad little chunk of XP, I think. And they're not, it's not like they're that super expensive.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
Pretty good pants there for hardcore.
Well met.
Thank you. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Let's see if that'll sell the flask of mojo there. I don't think that polearm is going to sell. Prices are pretty rough on the auction house. Like for silk and stuff, it's you can vendor it for what you can see there, $1.50, but the silver was selling for like $1.60 or something. It's best to hang on to it, in my opinion. So that maybe that price comes back up.
Light bless you.
Well, we may as well just hearth. We'll try singing Blue Crystal Shards next episode.
Mukra! Farewell! Strength!
What is this? Oh, we can do this. An aged gorilla sinew.
Dabu!
Sounds kinky. Alright, we'll do that next episode, maybe. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me today. You guys and gals take care. Helly and I will catch you in tomorrow's episode.
It's been real.
Peace.